Hi guys, welcome to the ByteFix channel. So, as you know, we were attaching the inverse kinematics to this leg, to this spider leg. So in last video, what we did is achieve the movement of the leg when the distance of the target is greater than the length of leg. So if I hit play button and go to the scene mode, so if I move my target from here to there and up and down, all the bones, I'm calling these sphere bones, all the bones will follow the target. And the reason why the cylinders are not facing the target, because I haven't fixed the rotation yet. I am leaving the rotation for a last part of the video. But what happens if the target is in the reach of the leg? All the bones are arranging it themselves to reach out the target. First bone is attached to the target and every other bone is arranging itself to reach out the target. So how to achieve this, I'm going to tell you it in this video. First I'm going to explain the theory to you guys, and after that I'm going to explain the code. So as you can see, this is a target. When we move target, the first bone is attached to the target, and then we have to create a vector from this first bone to its parent bone. This is a vector, and after creating a vector we need to find the length which would be equal to the bone length, this bone length between this first bone and its parent bone. This bone length which we have already find, and we have to measure the distance from here to the length of a bone. We need to point out the position which would be equal to this bone length, and after that we need to move this bone to this point, and all other bones will follow the same logic and update their position. Okay, then all the bones will be update their position and we will reach our target. So my code is consist of two passes, forward pass and backward pass. And you ask, why is that? This is because this pass is because when you move all of the bones, you will see last bone will also leave its position, but this is not allowed because this bone would be attached to some kind of body. So we are not allowing this bone to be moved from its position. So we need to move it back to its original position, and we need to update every other bone's positions like we did in first pass. We have to calculate the bone length from here, and we need to place a point here, and we need to move this bone here, and after that this same process will be applied on this bone, and every bone will arrange itself. Now I'm going to show you what is going on in the code. So first I'm going to explain you the backward pass. This is named backward pass because in this pass we are going from first bone to the last bone, like backward. This code is running from the last bone to the first bone, and it is not touching the bone which have index 0, and I'm going to tell you why is that. Because I told you we need to move the last bone back to its original place. So if we are moving it back to the original place, then we don't need to move it in. We don't need to do this. We are leaving this bone as it's in original place, and we are applying the code from this first bone to the bone which have index 1. This bone have index 3, this have index 2, this have 1, and this have index 0. So as you can see, this code is running greater than index 0, so that's why it is not going to change the position of this bone. This if statement, what is this doing? Position is an array which the length of the array is 4, and when we do the -1 it will be equal 3. So the bones I would be the 3, and I told you this bone got an index number 3. So we are talking about this bone right now. This bone's position would be equal to the target's position, because I told you when I move this bone close enough, then this first bone would be snapped to this target. I'm going to explain this code with the presentation. This code, I've pasted this code here for the better understanding. Position I, Now I is the we have positioned the first bone on its place. For loop will run again once again, and it will decrease the index, and the I would be 2, and this bone have index number 2. This is the positions I, and this is position I plus 1. First we need to change the position of I to here. So after running this part of code, the position of I would be updated to the position I plus 1. So now we are here in the space. We are not here, we are here in the space, because the position I is updated to the I plus 1. And after that we are adding this part, and what this part is doing, this position I, this is position I, and position I plus 1, which is this one, and we have a minus sign between, and we are subtracting this position from this position, which will create the vector between this point. This is a vector which is created between this point according to this part of the code, and we told to normalize it. So the normalize means the value would not be greater than 1, so the distance would be equal to the 1. So maybe it will be 2.3 comma 3.4 comma 5.6 in the XYZ or in the 3-dimensional space, but now it is all the 3 XYZ would not be greater than 1, so it is placed here because we normalized it. So after normalizing, all the values would not be greater than 1, and so from here we are here right now until this part of the code, and after that we are multiplying it with the bone length. Is the length of bone when it is placed like this, so it is equal to this bone. I am talking about this bone length. So where was I? Okay, so this bone length, I told you which bone length is this. So we need to multiply this normalized vector with this bone length, so it would be equal to the bone length, to the length of that bone which was here. So it would be right here, as I explained you in theory, and you know the next step, we need to move this bone toward here. Now we are here. So I explained you this condition. After that we are going to use our forward pass. In the forward pass we are arranging every bone so that this bone will not leave its place. So we just need to run the last code just backward. As you can see, this is the same code as this, it is just running backward. And this, and why this if statement is not here, because I told you I am not moving this bone, so I don't have to set this bone back to its place. I just need to arrange these bones, these 3 bones, and this bone will be in its original place, and after that it will measure the distance from here to, it will create a vector from here to here, and it will measure the distance equal to the bone from here to here, and it will move this bone here, and after that the same logic is applied on this bone and this bone. But you will say, then if it happens, then this bone will leave its place. Yes, definitely this bone will leave its place. That's why I'm running it 10 times. This is the iteration variable which I set to the 10, and we are running it 10 times, and hopefully after running this forward and backward pass 10 times and arranging the bones 10 times, this bone would be in its right position. These bones will be definitely in its right position, and this bone is hopefully close enough to the target, because we don't need too much of accuracy. So we are running it in 10 iterations. You can run the more iterations if you want better accuracy. And I've also added this condition so that if the bone is close enough to the target, then the loop will be break it. So for example, if my bone reaches the target in 5th or 6th iteration, we don't need to run 5 more iterations, we just need to break it. So So I'm finding the distance between my last bone and a target bone, and I'm checking if it's close enough, and I've set the delta to the 0.001f. So if it's close enough, then I'm breaking the loop. In this forward and backward pass, we are just finding the positions for our bones. As I told you, this is a position array. It is just storing the vector, and this bone is a transform array, which is actually placing the transforms or the spheres, which we are calling the bones. So we just need to update the position of those bones to the updated position, which we find out in are these forward and backward passes. We first need to find the perfect positions for our bones, and only after that we need to position every bone to the position which we find. So when I hit a play button, it does this cool effect. Okay, the first bone is snapped to the target, and every other bone is arranging itself to reach out the target. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing.